Does your son know we're recording a podcast?
When did your son get like a teenage voice?
He's 14.
When we're all ready, that's when we're ready.
Was he like making up that voice? It's like deep now.
Yeah, Jonah's getting bigger.
Still a
He's
wuss, though,
getting
right?
bigger.
Still a
I'm going to
wuss.
get you a real on-air one that you can flip a switch, and they don't come in your room because we're on air. That's what I'm going to do.
I actually texted them and asked them to bring me a drink. Sorry.
I bullied my 6-year-old for the first time after a baseball game the other day.
You bullied your kid.
Yeah.
What'd you
He
say?
was crying because he licked his arm and there was like sunscreen on it and he thought he was going to die. I was like, stop being a wuss.
That's the first time? You waited 6 years? You should have started that early. You got to start the hazing at a young age.
I haven't name called him for a while. So, yeah, it's starting now.
I'll tell you, a good one for that age is sissy.
I say
Sissy's
whiner.
good.
Whiner.
Whiner, that's good. Yeah, I like that. I like
I use
whiner.
that a lot
I've
with
used
Bentley.
whiner.
Stop being a whiner, Bentley.
Stop whining. I've done that all the time. Yeah, but that doesn't hit.
There you go.
A wuss? Yeah,
Don't be a sissy, a wuss.
Pansy.
If you want to call him dumb, you can't say dumb. You got to say doofus or dingus. Dingus works really well. And you're a dingus. Don't be a doofus.
Dingus? I don't know.
Stop being like your uncles.
Welcome to the Darwin Awards podcast, where we discuss recent Darwin Award-worthy deaths that happened throughout the week.
I mean, we
And
get
we had,
there eventually. We kind of talk first, and then we get there.
Mm-hmm. We should discuss last week's. Let's look it over. What was last week's? We had the man who burned his neighbor and then accidentally burned himself. We had the Indian guys who jumped into like a hot spring. We had the man who jumped into a lake after dropping his keys, went after the keys, and the woman who took a selfie with a moving steam train. We voted for the man who burned his neighbor. And can you do this quietly? Now beat it.
Call him a sissy.
Beat it, sissy.
Your kid just brought you a drink and you said, beat it? Come on. He was being nice.
Don't you have
Get out of here, nerd.
your on-air sign so he knows not to come in here? What is
Jill's
that?
drinking like dirt water,
Oh,
like
God.
mud.
Now it's moving on to...
Is that
like,
Coke in a bottle?
It's
What
like
is that?
fermented urine.
This is horrible.
Root beer, guys.
You can't use a regular
You
glass.
can't just drink it out of the can. You have to drink it out of a jar. It's some sacred jar, I
You
swear.
guys have no cups? What is this?
Well,
I know
we
what you're getting
voted
for Christmas.
We voted for the man who burned his neighbor, and so did the listeners on Spotify and on the Patreon. Although I have to say, I know you hate it when I say this, the turnout was low. I don't like it. I don't like the turnout. So
I promise. You mean the voting turnout or the
the
turnout?
voting turnout.
Are you saying
Yeah,
once Adam came back, things went bad right away?
No. It's that, when you have mediocre stories, they don't care to vote. But if you have some good ones, then they're,
We got some this week. I think we do.
we do.
Yeah. There were a lot of dumb people that died this week in dumb ways, so we can't. Let's
Dumb
jump right
and
into it,
fun
shall we?
ways.
All right, let's do this. Adam gets to go first,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's got a doozy.
I heard the guy from Hunger Games died. Remember him?
Which one?
President Snow.
Oh yeah. What was that guy's name?
I don't remember his name, but
Yeah, but
he
he
just died.
I feel like he should have been dead like 10 years ago. He was very
he
old.
was really old. He was.
He's
But,
good. I really like him.
One
He's in a lot
of the
good
guys
movies.
from Pirates of the Caribbean died from a shark attack.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, that surfer guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like a surfer guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy was a very good, good famous actor. We know him as President Snow, but he was in a lot of other stuff.
Name
too.
one.
He was. You're gonna hate me for this, but he was in one of the greatest movies ever made, Pride and Prejudice. He was the father.
I don't hate you.
Oh, he was.
I
That's
don't
right.
hate you for Pride and
You're
Prejudice
right.
if you don't mind me saying that a good movie is Emma.
That movie's hilarious. You know the one with the girl that we hate? What's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually a good movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so
I'll watch that with my wife. That's funny.
all right then. We're on the same page.
All right. Anyway,
Let's
Adam.
get back into movies. I like that theme. Okay, well, everyone knows my story because it was the one that was everywhere this week, and it's a good one. It's a pretty good one. We've had it before, but this one I think's a little better. I don't know. It's got a little more twist to it, I say. This has to do with a man out of Ohio. This man was 38 years old. So,
for those
close
of you
to
who
Ben's
don't
age.
know,
Ben's age.
the states of the United States, Ohio was one of the states, and it's one of the worst states in the
shouldn't be
United
one.
States.
What comes out of Ohio?
Corn?
Nothing.
Good.
That's why it's one of the worst.
Ohio State
Cincinnati?
football. That's about it. Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Guardians. Sorry.
Yeah, how dare you?
Oh, okay. Well, this 38-year-old man was just having a good time because he was at an amusement park.
Love him.
Yeah.
What was the name of this amusement park?
Kings Island. I think it was Kings Island.
Kings Island.
You know what? I heard that
Yes.
one's not bad, actually, randomly.
Kings Island.
It's one of
never heard
the YouTubers I follow. They visit all the amusement parks in the area.
You like Kings Island now? Huh?
I think it's pretty popular.
This man was killed by a roller coaster. The name of the roller coaster was called Banshee.
The Banshee
The
at
Banshee.
Kings Island. Yep.
Hey, didn't we talk last week? It might have been on the Patreon about that roller coaster that at like a fair that got stuck upside down for
kept that
forever.
upside down. Yeah,
Horrible.
I saw that pop up again.
This isn't like that, right?
No. This is a man who rode the ride. He didn't lose his phone, but he lost his keys. Another key death. I'm bringing back-to-back weeks of keys dying
Oh,
here.
nice.
His keys fell off during the ride.
One of our
which
top
one?
10 of all time, it was a key stuck in a lanyard in the door, and the drunk guy
Keys. You can
strangled
die by
himself.
keys. It's a thing. So this man drops his keys, and you know where we're going with this. He had to retrieve his keys. He didn't ask somebody to help him get his keys. He wanted to get it himself.
That's what I love about this story.
Yes. So he reportedly went into a restricted area to try to get them back. A park employee told TV station that the train was likely going 70 miles per hour when it came by. Now, this man, I read in here that he had to jump 2 fences to get to it.
Yep.
And I guess you can put what happened here together. I don't see exactly what happened. I don't know if he got hit by a passenger or by just the roller coaster itself.
Yeah, would the passenger, broke their foot if they hit him?
I heard an interview from a passenger that was on it when it happened.
Oh, yeah?
And that passenger didn't say what hit the guy, but he said this. It felt like the roller coaster ran into a deer, and that's what his thought was.
Oh, my
We hit
gosh.
a deer.
Well, they did.
I have here video of the roller coaster. Would you like to see what the roller
Yeah,
coaster
let's see
looks
what
like?
the Banshee looks
I
like.
did not see one. Oh, that's good.
I just went on YouTube and I typed in Banshee Kings Island, and here's the video
Yeah,
of.
it's like a legit place. I mean,
Yeah, this is a legit roller coaster. It reminds me of you guys remember the park Great America,
Yep.
that Top Gun roller coaster ride?
Yeah, okay.
It,
That's exactly
it
what I was
reminds me a
thinking.
lot of it. You're
You're
like hanging
dangling.
down.
look, it's
Yeah,
a big
your,
park.
your feet are dangling.
It's almost
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lagoon, to be real.
You can
And
see
you
the
get-
restricted areas. Watch, boom, there's one.
That's probably where he got hit.
Yeah, that's probably
He
the
dropped
one.
his keys while going upside down. and
Or this one.
then
Or
That
this
one.
restricted.
That one.
I see one fence.
There's another one. Here we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's one
dead.
that's like grass.
Oh, there's 3 places he could have died in any of those places.
Watch the grass
Wait,
one.
Hold on. This is
Oh,
it.
that could be where you
Boom.
lose keys.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, very bad.
We're looking for 2
Anyway.
fences here, guys. 2 fences. I only see one
Get your
fence
head
on-
kicked off.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's going too fast.
There you go.
Anyways. I feel like I just rode the ride. That was great.
Rest assured, the Banshee is safe, and they will be putting up a 3rd fence soon because of idiots like this. They had 2 fences because of it's probably happened in the past.
Now, keys, yes. I mean, how do you get home? Right? You gotta have your keys.
Well,
But
you tell the operator, I lost my keys right there.
It didn't say that he ever tried to contact anybody to help him get his
I read
keys.
that he did. I
Really?
read that
Okay.
he did. Yeah.
I was about to say, I bet he did, and they're
And
they're
what
like,
happened?
They're probably like, we can't look for it right now. He's like, I need to go home in an hour, so I need to get my keys and go. That's probably my guess. Then the ride operator's not going to go stop anything.
The ride operator said that he told the guy many times no. The guy asked him twice. Came to ask him twice. They said, no, we have to wait till the whole park shuts down before you can do that.
I jumped the fence.
And then another ride operator saw him climbing in, but they said that he was dressed very similarly to employees And so they thought he was just an employee who was
Jumping
climbing
a
the
fence.
fence.
Do employees often climb the fences when the ride's going?
Yeah.
Hey, that's just what the park employees said in the interview. That's all.
Well,
So-
To be fair, I'd jump that fence if the guy said, we're not looking for those until the park closes. And I'm like,
but
well, I'm going
there's
over
only-
that freaking fence and finding my
The thing
key.
is, there's only one at a time going, right? There's not multiple.
Yeah.
You time it
And you
right.
can't hear it?
I mean, I'm sure it's 10 minutes between each ride. I mean,
It's got to be easy to time, right? It
Yeah,
should be easy.
you just wait for it to go by and then you go. You don't have like a huge
yeah.
time
what if
frame.
yeah, and then when you hear it coming, do you drop or you just stand there and look at it and it hits you? I don't know. It's just stupid.
To be fair, it's not like he jumped in, found his keys. He might have been searching for 15 minutes.
That's true. That's the point.
Oh, that's
but-
true. He's not just jumping at getting the keys and leaving. He's searching around. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
So maybe
sense
he
then.
dodged multiple rides until one finally got him.
dodging.
Well,
There
dodging,
comes
does
another
it?
one. I
He's on a
imagine
new
his
ride
wife
now.
is yelling at him from over the fence. Get out of there!
How old was this guy again? 23?
38.
38. He's like Ben.
Oh my gosh, he was 38.
Which
He
is why I'm
he
saying
likely did have
I would
children.
do it. I'm going home. I'm not going to listen to these kids cry anymore. We need to leave.
Hmm.
Great-
Okay.
Great story, Adam.
Darwin Award nominee number 1, man who got his head basically probably kicked off. By
Yeah,
the-
probody. I mean,
Roller
you're getting
coaster.
kicked in the stomach.
I'm sure it's a
You're
closed
getting hit
casket.
in the head.
It's a closed
Yeah.
casket. It's not.
Did he die on the scene or did they take him to the hospital and he died?
It said he died at the hospital
Okay.
on Friday.
So he,
You tried.
he lived through the kicking that he got.
Or hitting. We don't know.
They had to shut down the park, though.
That
Made a horrible
that
day for
reminds
everyone
me of
else.
When, do you remember when Fabio got hit by a goose on a roller coaster?
Yes, that was one of my favorite first YouTube videos I ever saw.
I know. Anybody else would have died and their face would have been wrecked, and he's Fabio.
Still handsome.
I never found
No,
him. I never
he was
found him
not.
handsome. He just had really thin blonde
Long
hair.
hair. He was like a pre-Thor before Thor came out.
He could have been Thor.
Mhm.
I just remember him from Old Spice commercials. I think. I don't know.
No,
I don't know what he's
no
actually
way.
in.
No way. All right.
Okay. Herbal essences maybe or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably. Vidal
All right.
Sassoon.
Let's move on to Darwin Award nominee number 2. This story is out of Hyderabad,
Again?
which is in what country?
India.
Germany.
The country of Germany, yes. Country of India. Now, I was hesitant when I clicked on this article because it's entitled Youth. Youth accidentally.
A youth
dies.
is anyone under 50. in
Entitled
India.
youth.
It is entitled.
It is titled.
title
It's
is-
titled, not entitled.
Then
It was. You're
wrong.
You're so far behind me on my jokes. You were saying entitled youth. I was like, not another story about entitled youth. It's just over your head.
It was a bad joke. Yeah, it was a bad joke.
Yeah, you always come back and be like, listening to it again. That was a really good joke.
Anyway, if you have to explain, it's usually not good. But, all right. It is titled Youth Accidentally, and Adam had a good point. In India, anybody under the age of 50 is youth. So I knew, okay, I got to click on this. Indian story. It's probably not a teenager, right? And I was right. He's 23 years old. In Hyderabad, this man is 23 years old, and he accidentally strangled himself to death.
He didn't drown? Oh, he just got
No, he
hung.
didn't. No, he did
We've
not
had it
drown.
accidentally hanging a couple times. I swear, right?
Do you think they're called youths in India because everybody,
Yeah.
unless you die by the nature around you, which happens all the time, you live to like 120.
Yeah, 'cause-
No.
Unless you fall off a train, get bitten by a snake, drown, or
Mhm.
commit suicide,
So,
you
yeah,
live
or,
until
yeah,
you're
drown.
120 years old in India.
There are a lot of people in India that claim to be 180, like these old guys. They're like, I'm 180, and nobody believes.
Well, I'm
them.
40.
They
Well,
claim.
you're a youth at this point.
Yeah, this is an accidental strangling. This man was attempting to enact a suicide sequence for social media.
It's the same as before. Shouldn't that old story
Exactly.
here? I mean,
No, this is the current one. This happened 5 days ago. the 19th. 23-year-old man accidentally strangled himself to death on Wednesday night while he was attempting to enact a suicide sequence for his social media reels. Officials have seized the victim's phone.
Oh, good.
I'm glad they took it away from him. Yeah.
His name is AJ. That's a pretty good name.
Ajay, maybe?
Yeah, probably, but I like AJ.
I'll call him AJ.
It's spelled AJ, so we should call him that.
He worked in a hotel. He was reportedly addicted to social media and spent a lot of time scrolling through reels and making content. Mind you, of anyone you know?
Everybody.
Every person.
Addicted to social media, yes.
According to reports, on Wednesday, after his dinner, I love how, why does it include that? I don't know. But after his dinner,
He cleaned up, he washed the
I
dishes.
appreciate the reporting.
after doing the dishes. That's funny. He went to his room and attempted to stage suicide by putting a rope around his neck and placing his cell phone on the fridge. Later, when his phone rang, he rushed to answer it, but accidentally strangled himself.
Oh, I'll call it me. Forgot I had an... okay, so many points to talk on. Like
Somebody probably saw him live streaming and they were like let's call him and see if we can get him to come to the phone.
Then he hangs himself. And they're like, haha. Well, it's so dumb. Like, why do you, if you're going to stage it, don't tie it so tight. I mean,
don't actually tie it at all.
Tie it to something with tape on the ceiling. Don't actually tie it.
Slipknot or something, you know?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Tape on the ceiling. Why not just put tape up there?
Why do you have to
that way
actually
it breaks?
Securely hit it to a rod, make sure it doesn't fall down.
It's Gorilla Tape. I don't know. It's really strong.
Also, he seems pretty popular. He's got a fridge in his bedroom, which is, probably better than most in India, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Well, he works at a hotel, so he's probably just
he's at a hotel. Okay. Well, then he went to his room.
It's like his boss calling him, asking where he is if he just runs to the phone.
It's like this how preliminary investigation reveals that he died accidentally while making reels, but you can watch the video and see. Whereas family members suspect murder.
I don't want to watch and see. That'd be
No,
great.
they did kill him. Somebody called him.
They probably think that it was like what we thought. Somebody did it on purpose, like calling him while they were watching his reel.
What if it's like
him?
one of those, you donate money and he has to do like jumping jacks or something real quick. So it's like,
oh, see?
seen those streams? Or just, someone
they
donated
should say
$8. I gotta go.
how many followers he has. They should say that.
That's a terrible picture. Did you see that headline picture?
Yes, I did. It looked like a men's room.
No, it like had a
Bathroom
heart
hanging.
on the head with a noose and a street
Police
signs.
line, do not. It's like on a phone.
It's like a sad man.
The phone is evidence.
That's actually, this is what AI did right here. They said, create a man who's hanging using his phone. It's AI. It's a man on his phone.
This is Adobe stock photo. I know these. These are, you can find these.
Really?
Wow.
Well, that's a great one, Joe.
I did not see that one.
Had it before, but good. Always good.
In a different way, though. This isn't it's such a different
something
way.
about him going, like the phone ringing and he like goes for it. So
yes.
funny.
Whoops. Forgot
Usually
that I was
the last
faking
two
to kill myself.
we've had have been more like trying to get back at people, and they're just like, I'm going to hang myself, and they're faking it, but then they do. This guy was just trying to create some kind of attention and accidentally.
Yeah.
It's good.
I feel, I feel like 4chan trolled him into doing that. They found a way to get his phone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's probably live streaming, maybe on TikTok, and you can flip through live streams, and
stop on that one. You're like,
you stop
what's
on
he
it.
doing?
You see, there's a guy hanging with the news. Let's stay and watch and see what happens.
See if he dies. Yeah, that's
now
great.
he's seen he's got like 30,000 people watching. He has to go over there and check real quick.
He's like, how many viewers I got? Oh, crap.
He leans over to check his phone. You guys entertained? Please make sure you give
like
some
and
likes and follow, please.
Follow.
I probably won't be around to see it, but
I like when you watch like an older, like somebody who's like 50 or 60, they've got a YouTube channel, they're cooking or something, and they try to say, make sure you guys like and subscribe. They're like, they don't know what they're talking about saying it. You know, like, they just know to say it. Like, oh, okay.
yeah, okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, those are first two Darwin Award nominees.
Ben, you really got to bring it. Those are two good ones.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with number 3 from Ben.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Darwin Awards project is telling the true CIA stories of people dying in the strangest ways. Don't let the corporate elite tell you otherwise. From electrocutions in India to snake bites on the moon. Join the Patreon for $5 a month and we'll send you Hillary's emails.
Let me ask you this. When you're sitting in your chairs, are your feet always down? Or do you sit Indian style or on your knees sometimes?
Which
You mean
chair?
like for the
Like
podcast or
this
just
chair?
Well, I sit in this chair all day for work.
My office chair, yes, I do it all. I would always put my feet up and down all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think I could sit with my 2 feet on the floor for like
No.
that long.
I like to put them up on the desk.
I do that too. Yeah. I feel like
It's kind of gross, Joe.
you'd have a mental illness to keep your just feet on the ground the whole time for like more than an hour.
Just sit flat.
Yes. That's stupid. Why don't they reinvent the chair so that
This is the kind of stupid stuff we talk about, the commercial breaks.
We've been back.
All right.
right now I'm sitting Indian style.
I had Taco Bell today with Katie when we were picking up the kids and go to Lowe's and stuff. So we were like, let's grab some Taco Bell. I have not had the courage to try the Cheez-It
Dude, you've
Supreme Crunch
been
wrap.
Taco Bell probably 10 times since I said that, and you won't even try it.
I don't have the
Do
courage.
this, Joe, because you can do this. You can order it and ask for everything else on the side, so you just get a big Cheez-It.
All I want is a giant Cheez-It.
They'll give you the giant Cheez-It.
I feel like the Cheez-It's going to be like a bread-like texture, and I'm going to be like, ugh.
There is 0% chance I'm ever going to order it. The same way that Cheez-It tried it with, I think, Pizza Hut. They had a Cheez-It pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that. Cheez-It's just going around pitching to everybody and see
Yeah.
who's crazy enough to
Let's
do
get
it.
in
Why
there.
does that remind me of a Brian Regan thing?
Cheez-It Whopper.
Cran.
They're getting in all the other restaurants.
Cheez-It Whopper.
You want a Cheez-It Whopper? Nice.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, Adam. I never even have tried a Doritos taco. The Doritos logo.
Wait.
I never.
Oh, those are great.
Okay, you
Those
at
are
least have to
great.
try it once. I feel like it's overdone now.
The shell is so much crunchier. It's better. Joe, that's it. I can't
the
DoorDash
Doritos
you
ones-
this stuff. It won't be that good by the time it gets there. You
No,
have to
yeah,
eat
no.
it.
The DoorDash. Okay, the Doritos, they had it. They got there first, and they did it right. Cheez-It
Okay, Joe.
followed miles down the road.
Next time, Joe, we golf. We will do this.
Taco Bell's gonna have like those what are those butter crackers that are
I know what you're talking about.
chicken and biscuit.
chicken biscuit shells?
Those are-
Or you're gonna be trying to get in the game next.
All right, Ben, can you bring us a Darwin Awards
Yeah,
story?
we can. From Maharashtra. I never can say his name. Maharashtra.
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 Oh.
There's
Is that
another
India
Indian.
as well.
Out of India.
Okay.
Maharashtra. I like this for so many reasons.
What about Maharashtra? What is that? What is that?
That's a
Is that a-
city
Okay.
in
I'm talking
India.
about a name of a person. This is a city in India where something happened.
Probably
This
is. I'm probably confused. Who knows? I mean, I
Okay.
don't know their names anymore. It's always
Maharashtra.
Yeah.
All right.
Stra? Oh, Stra. Oh, yeah. I've been there.
Guys,
Maharashtra. Usually, our Indian stories come from Hyderabad.
Mhm.
Or mega bad or super bad. Whatever you said last week, Adam, was incorrect.
I don't remember.
Yep. This woman apparently is learning to drive. She's learning.
A woman death. I like it.
Yep.
Getting somewhere.
Unfortunately,
what is she learning?
Unfortunately, my story involves a woman learning to drive.
Is she 12?
We don't have many women stories. No, she's not 12. She's 23 years old.
Okay. I think you get your license before that in India, but I don't even think you get license.
Her name
Well,
is-
we don't
Start
really
now.
know.
Her name is
We don't
Shweta Servas or Shweta Servas. That's
Okay.
interesting. I like Shweta.
Yeah, Shweta. That's what it looks like to me. I've seen Lots of Indian names.
Wearing sweaters.
This is one of the worst intros to a story I've ever heard before. I may delete most of this.
Yeah,
This is ridiculous.
that's funny.
Please
I've
tell
got
a story.
a woman who's 23 out of Maharashtra trying to learn to drive, but also she really likes making reels. That's an important thing to do. Social media again. And
Uh-huh. Wait, okay.
why don't you go ahead and tee this up, Joe? I've sent you over the video.
Okay.
Now, why?
Is she going to run into a car?
No, she's backing up. It's very slow.
Oh, it looks like a Ford Focus.
You're,
What is that?
no, you're in
does.
you're in like GIF mode, Joe. It's just like
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so-
backing up over and over
So
again.
when I initially watched this, she did do a good job of backing up. About it seemed like 20 to 30 feet, very
yes.
slowly,
Real
and
video.
then seemed like she hit the gas pretty hard. And she drove
Okay,
driving on
herself.
the-
so
she-
she's
driving on
by
the wrong
herself
side.
in the car. There's literally not even a person with her.
Well,
in
there's
the
someone
car.
filming her. And
Why is
so
she
she's
still going
backing up.
backwards?
You don't want to put the person in the car by themselves to the first
But she's
time
doing a
driving.
great job. I don't know why you would.
She's going very slow in reverse. That's true.
And then
Where's she going? Wait,
off the
Oh.
cliff.
She's going.
on a cliff?
Why would you?
What?
Why would you have her back this up? It's not like she slowly backed off the cliff. She went down like
What's-
a
what's
dirt
the
path
title
for a
of this?
while.
She falls into a valley? Oh
Yeah,
my
she
gosh.
plunged into a valley.
She's going
Doing
so
gorge.
slow. Why
Yes.
didn't she not hit the other pedal?
No, and then she tries to hit the other pedal, I think, but hits the gas pedal real hard. And
She's
just
driving
So
on the
she-
wrong side. I know that.
yes.
So she did what some people. We've seen videos of people doing this. They're trying to stop, so they push down harder on the pedal. But
Yes.
they should be hitting the brake. But instead, if somebody else were in the car with her, they'd tell
But
her,
this is
"Take your
long.
foot off."
Look
Yeah,
how
she's-
long she's doing
Yeah,
this for, though.
right.
This is
At
like
what point-
40 seconds of just slowly
If you-
backing up.
If you hear the audio, it like revs up, and the guy's like, no, and I don't know why someone
gosh.
trying to learn to drive
Near a cliff?
is
You
doing
know?
it near
Yeah.
a cliff or a gorge. It says, but
It's for Instagram.
Maharashtra
or whatever
woman
it
falls
is.
into a gorge while reversing car for shooting reels is one of the articles I have of a few of them. But yeah,
That's rough.
Yeah, she
Wow.
didn't pass the driver's test. I don't know.
Well, they don't. When you take the driver's test, you're not alone in the car.
Or by a
You know what I mean?
cliff.
You're not next to a cliff.
Was this her
Or being
reel
video-
or the guy's filming reel?
Yeah, he's an
guy.
Instagram
He's
boyfriend. He's one of those guys, you know.
She's
Imagine taking the
check-
driver's test. Okay, we're going to put you in the car by yourself. You just navigate this cliff, and that's the
The
driving.
closer you get to the edge means you pass.
Wow.
I didn't mean. Look, I'm
let's
always
have you
looking.
reverse towards the edge of the cliff as your first time driving.
We have so many men dying on this podcast. I'm always looking for a woman, like a woman dying. I know I'm on
Yep.
FBI lists, but I just
Yeah.
it happens to
You
be
found
like
one.
cars a lot. I just don't.
It's not. What are you saying?
I'm
cat
just
feeder.
saying. That's all.
What are you saying? What is it that you're
He's saying he found a story about a woman and
There-
she's
I think
driving.
there's a
mean,
reason
that's
women
all the
pay
stories
more
you
for-
find, but
I think there's a reason women pay more for insurance for cars. Isn't that true?
that's not in India how that
saying?
works.
The opposite. It's like
Yeah, it is the opposite. You're right. I don't know. Mom still charged me like $150, and I'm like, "There's no way it was $150 back then." I don't believe you.
Mom
I,
made you pay insurance.
I think she made money on me, like when I paid insurance.
You had a car?
I think mom
when
and
I
dad
drove
tried
the
to,
van, I had to
tried
pay
to collect insurance money from me too, but like I never had enough to give them really.
Yeah, I had to
So
pay
think
gas and
They
clothing
were
and
getting
haircut.
money
and,
on taxes from us. Why are they charging
and
us?
then when I went to go on a mission, he's like, "Where's all your money?" I'm like, "I had to pay for myself for everything. I have no money."
You know, mom responded to us criticizing their taste in music when we were growing up. How they were never into
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's right.
music
What'd she
that was
say?
popular. She said it's because we were poor. We couldn't afford the good music.
What?
okay. The radio
The
didn't.
airwaves?
That's why you only listen to AM radio.
To be fair, we sat around for hours on KDJK waiting to record the song we liked on our VHS tapes, or not,
That's
or
true,
our
that's
cassette
true.
tapes,
Yeah.
so we could listen
It's
to
true.
them again.
It's normal for kids to be into music. I'm not into the same music my kids are into, but I'm just saying the music of your generation. Shouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
Like, weren't you a youth who listened to it at one point in your life?
They're too
And
poor
now can like
to
it?
hear music.
I mean, weren't they kids in the 60s?
Close
shouldn't
your
they have
ears,
known
children.
No,
you don't have the
they were
money
in
to
the-
pay for it.
the
Depression.
mamas and the papas and stuff like that? Whatever the names of those bands in the
Mamas and
60s
the
were.
Papas. That is a song.
Okay.
I thought it was a band.
Could
All right,
be, too.
well- Let's move on. Let's move on to the lightning round. This part of the podcast, we're going to each bring a headline of a story or a teaser of a story, and we're going to vote, the three of us, which one we would like to add to our first three stories. Now, Ben gets to bring his headline first to
Yeah,
us.
I've got an electrocution during a baptism that I cannot bring because it's old. I just found out.
He discovered that it's an old story.
But
We don't.
I don't think
allow
we've
stories.
ever talked about it, so I'm going to bring the story to the Patreon. So I'm going to eliminate
Sounds
myself.
familiar.
It's a few years old, and I noticed it just a little bit ago. So
How can being electrocuted during a baptism be a Darwin Award?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
it
Did they
could-
carry a lamp into the water?
You know what?
plugged in?
I think it's
Here,
just
have some
funny. I'm just bringing it because it's funny.
Make some toast while you're in there.
Oh,
It's like I just wanted to
they might have.
feel the spirit. All right,
Okay.
Joe.
I'm going to give you a hint. Say, the sign in front of the fountain said, "Swimming is prohibited." That's my
Does
story.
every fountain
Yeah.
say that?
That's because everybody tries to swim in them.
Yeah. Is he trying to get change, Joe? Is this a bum? I mean, hobo. What do they call him now?
Hobo. He tried to correct it by saying hobo. Is this a bum? I mean, a hobo? I
Hold
mean, a
on,
junkie?
there is-
What's the right word?
There is a new
what they-
woke term for it. It's not even homeless anymore. It's
It's
like
Experiencing homelessness?
It's like a
Yeah.
earthbound
You're,
or something. They have some stupid new thing
you're
for it.
shelter challenged.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's good enough.
The unhomed.
All right.
All right.
Mine has to do with a man who was collecting coconuts.
Well, that doesn't sound exciting.
Well, it's a Darwin Award.
What
But he was
would I
not.
do?
Well, I eliminated myself from the discussion, so I'll let you two decide.
I think mine's pretty good.
Okay, if yours is good, let's go for it.
so
All right, let's
that's
do the
telling me
coconut
Joe's
chaser.
isn't good. So Adam, yes.
No, it's good. I'm just a giving person. Okay, go for it, Adam.
You are giving. You know, that's great.
Something weird about that.
According to local residents here in this country, I'm unsure where it is, in Canur. I don't know where Canur is.
Okay.
This man had spent most of his life collecting and selling coconuts.
Cool job. Cool job if you can do it, right?
Yeah.
They grow.
So-
They literally just grow on trees. So
Money growing on trees. So this man was collecting coconuts from a farmland in his residence when he found a metal coconut,
what? How's that? Hold on.
a.k.a. known
Stop.
as a bomb.
Stop. Oh, okay.
Hold on. Are you sure you haven't checked the date on this episode? On this?
Yeah, no, I've checked.
Because we've had a farmer who's found a bomb before.
Yeah, no, this one.
And he
I found this
sawed into
article
it.
like 4 times.
It's not
Well-
like this bomb was shaped like a coconut, though, right?
I
mean, it's
know.
not like a little thing with little things
It's
sticking
a
out.
literal
No,
circle
it was a
landmine.
steel.
And Adam
It
just
says
says-
Acme, like from the cartoon, the
Yeah.
little bomb.
Coyotes painting it like a coconut. No, he found it while collecting coconuts and he took it home. And for some reason, he tried to pry open this bomb with his hands.
Oh, gotta get the milk out.
He's milking it. Come on.
It did blow his hands
Clearly
off,
using
guys.
it for
Blew
scrap metal.
his hands.
Clearly.
It blew his hands off. Okay.
Blew his hands off, and he could not get to a hospital fast enough where he died.
Oh my gosh, that must have been a horrific scene.
Yeah, it's
Just
hard
your
to
hands
drive.
are blown off. Now you have the stumps and you're bleeding and you can't get to the hospital. And then
He said the
That's a
explosion
horrible
occurred when this guy tried to break open a bomb which was made of steel. His hands were severed upon impact, and he succumbed to the injuries before reaching a hospital.
why did he try to break it open?
He thought it
Can
was
you guys think of any
he
good
thought,
reasons?
like Adam said, he thought it was a coconut, Joe.
It was
could've
painted
thought-
like a coconut.
He could have thought it was. He could have thought it was alien.
I don't know. If I found like a steel box buried in my backyard, I'd probably try to open it.
I agree.
It might
I
not
agree.
look like an actual bomb to him.
Maybe. Well, okay. Was
Could have
it,
been buried treasure to him.
Yeah,
You think this
that's
guy's
true.
ever seen a bomb before? He harvests coconuts.
yeah. You could be right. He could have thought this is a treasure. Like what's on the inside? Maybe some like doubloon. or
Look, there's a
something.
latch here. There's a screw here. I don't know. I'm opening this thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Stupid for
sorry.
doing it. Blew
You
up
don't
his
pull
hands.
open bombs.
Hmm.
He didn't have a tourniquet. He could no hands to do it with.
Yeah, he didn't have hands to do anything. So, all right. That's the story.
Great story.
Out of where again, Adam?
Canur.
Is that
Canur.
that's an actual.
That's
It's an
place?
island.
It's
an island in Indonesia.
Okay.
Did you just Google that?
No, I'm just
Yeah,
guessing.
I'm gonna guess that too. Coconuts.
How do you spell
something
it?
You can't pronounce. There's
K-A-N-N-U-R.
400 islands in Indonesia. I'm gonna guess it. That's it.
What is it? Where is it? Oh. Yeah, you're right. It's an island. Well, it's not an island. It's off the coast of, where is this? Oh, South Africa. No, India. It's India.
Indonesia.
Okay.
On the
All
coast of it. It's a new Indian place I've never heard of. Canur.
The only Indian island I know is the Sentinel Island, where that tribe lives that nobody's allowed to contact, or they'll kill you if you go over there. You guys know about that one?
No, I don't.
How do you know about it?
Sentinel Island, people, because they fly over it with helicopters and they chuck spears out of them.
Yeah,
all
you're
the time.
literally not allowed to go there. And I always thought that was torture. I was like, seriously, as a planet, we agreed to let's not update these folks.
Why don't we? We're the YouTubers
Can we just, like,
and the
give-
Instagram
like a
people. I want to go
gift-
check this out.
like drop a gift package off from a plane?
People have tried. They end up getting eaten.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
Do an
gonna be- I'm
airdrop.
sure-
We just
I'm
did
sure
a bunch
there's a
to
way.
Ukraine or wherever we are.
What do they want from us? T-shirts? We don't have anything to
Probably.
airdrop.
If I've been living without a T-shirt for 150,000 years, I'd want a T-shirt. Yeah, that'd be great.
Do you hear about that tribe in the Amazon that they all gave phones to?
Yeah, that turned
You hear
out
about
not to
this?
be true, and they're upset
Well,
about
Phones.
Part of it is true. I mean, the part that they wrote that they're addicted to pornography, that part wasn't necessarily true, but the rest of it's true.
it.
They gave phones to this tribe in
They
the
wouldn't
Amazon.
even know what to do with it.
Well, they're all
figured
lazy
it out.
now.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
sit
sure.
around on their phones.
I would too. What else? What they expect the outcome
and
to be?
they're probably happier for it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they're much
They're
better
tired
off.
of chasing stick circles and putting a little wooden stone through it for
Stick
games.
circles.
They're the ones that are on YouTube now that like you see them digging in the ground and making shelters and things.
Yeah, those guys have
Digging
turned
with
out to be-
sticks.
We're on the Patreon now. No, we haven't voted yet. No, those
No,
those
we
guys
haven't
have
yet.
turned out to be fakes because they have like tractors.
Well, they
and
entertained me.
stuff.
Okay, they entertained me.
Very entertaining. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's do a quick recap.
Recap.
Story number 1 was a man who got kicked when he went after his keys, or got hit by the roller coaster, whatever. And we're not sure how he died, but maybe his head got hit or something. We're not entirely sure, but he's dead now. Story number 2 was a guy who was making a reel of like pretending to commit suicide, and then the phone rang and he went after it and actually strangled himself. Story number 3 was a woman driving for the first time in reverse near a cliff, and the predictable happened on video. And story number 4 was a guy who found a bomb and took it home and tried to open it up, and it exploded and killed him.
Surprise!
Those are our 4 Darwin Award nominees this week. A strong week, I think.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah.
It's going to make the voting difficult. And Adam, you went first. So you get
Darwin.
to vote first.
I think I'm going to go with the American, the man who jumped fences to go get his keys.
Kicked by the roller coaster, huh?
Yeah.
All the stories are good. All the stories are good. Do you have any reason why you're choosing that one, other than the fact that you brought the story?
I think we haven't heard it before.
It sounds like the stupidest thing I could think of doing. I mean, in a car, it can happen. Accident, bomb. Maybe didn't know what it really was, I guess, in a way. And your story wasn't memorable, so I went with mine.
The guy strangled himself.
Oh, we've had that one before. Yeah.
Yeah. I personally think the roller coaster is the most memorable of the stories too. They're all Darwin, and I think that's the one where it's like, that guy. He clearly dominated the news. I mean,
Yeah.
the story's everywhere. So that's my choice.
I'm voting for the guy trying to make an Instagram reel or whatever, put a noose around his neck, and then went to check his phone, because that's like real stupid. I could see myself getting frustrated with park employees saying, "No, we're not shut. You have to wait till the end of the day." I'm like, I'll go get my freaking keys. I could see myself doing that, but I also know I'm smart enough to look at the freaking roller coaster before I put my head up.
That's the second dumb part.
But I feel like Joe's story, the guy put himself in that situation.
You know, Ben, that may be the best argument for a story that you've ever made. You make me want to switch my vote. That was such a good argument.
Not against the rules. It's not against the rules.
I'm not going to switch my vote. I think the roller coaster is still the best one. But like, you're freaking right. Like, that is really stupid to like be hanging yourself on
for funsies.
Like, for fun, and then the phone rings and you go for it. Like, how dumb do you have to be?
You're not even irritated.
Dumber than the roller coaster.
It's not like
guy,
someone
probably.
standing there saying you can't come get your phone until 9:00.
Well, congratulations, roller coaster man. You got your head kicked off, but you won the Darwin Award for the week.
We'll see.
Well done.
We'll see.
Yeah, if you'd like to vote, you can just go on Spotify right below. If you're listening on Spotify right now, just scroll down. There's a little poll for you. If not, you can go click on the link below to our Patreon. It'll take you over. Whether you're a member or not, you can still vote. In fact, we have more free members than we do paying members because the free members are like, okay, I'll just be a free member for now and vote. You don't have to be a free member to vote as far as I know, but yeah, you can just go vote. Express your opinion. You can even leave comments and be like, you guys are idiots. Or,
yes,
you're very handsome.
We're not going to get those.
They're not going to say
that's
that.
fine.
No, that's not going to happen. Unless our wives join, maybe.
I mean, we have had
even
requests for feet pictures and stuff like that.
Yes, that's feet pictures are understandable.
Well, more than that.
On the Patreon, I am going to bring this. Says a man leaves people horrified, revealing he's eating something every day for science. I won't tell you what that something is, but it is disgusting.
Okay.
I thought we were already on the Patreon. We just flow into it.
They're teasing about the Patreon a little.
We're teasing.
Just to give them, come listen. Come pay and listen to this craziness.
Well, I have a man who jumped into crocodile-infested waters to retrieve a pair of tennis shoes. It did not go well.
The shoes?
Darn it, Joe. I
The
have that
shoes?
same story too. But it did go well, didn't it?
Well, I mean, it didn't go as bad as it could have gone, but it didn't go well.
Well, I think in that scenario it went pretty well. But and I'm going to bring my story right now. The one I eliminated myself from.
The baptism electrocution?
Yeah, the old one.
I feel like we've had it before. It sounds familiar to me.
I have to tell you this, Adam. I watched the video because I wanted to see when the story was from because I found it. I clicked on YouTube. It said a year ago. I clicked away and then I went back. I should watch this. Horrifying video. I stopped it before it was over. I was like, I can't watch this.
Mine says it's age restricted on YouTube, and I just don't click those links because I don't want to have to prove my age for anything on YouTube. I'm annoyed by YouTube. I can't prove anything. But I follow everybody.
So you don't have an account, but you follow all these things? You're like a child? You have an
doesn't
account.
log in